Guys, Jump Festa 2026 has finally ended its One Piece segment. And with it, we got a couple of things. We got news on the newest One Piece movie, news on Elbaf ending, the man marked by flames, Laughtale, and so much more. We will be reading the official translations for this, so let's just get into it, brothers. Oda starts off by saying to everybody attending Jump Festa, hello. Towards a brighter future for all, this is Omyaku da Myaku Ichiro. I think I pronounced that wrong or butchered it, but I put in the work there. In preparation for writing this letter, I asked my editor to list everything we have planned for this next year. And we ended up with a very long list of things that are coming up, but he tells me, we can't talk about this, we can't talk about this or this or this. I guess we can't say anything then, huh? But looking at the list, it does look like many of our projects are aimed at a global audience. Needless to say, that does include Japan. The previously announced anime readaptation, The One Piece, from Wit Studios, is made for a worldwide audience and is well in progress. And on March 10th next year, the live-action One Piece Season 2 will finally launch, which the trailer actually just dropped as well, and it looks pretty fire. You know, as a One Piece LA denier, it looked pretty okay. He goes on, and he says, we'll finally get to see Chopper. Every time I see new scenes of him, I find myself saying, oh, it's so damn cute. Next March, all of you will be saying the same thing. I hope you'll also enjoy seeing all of the quirky new cast members, as well as seeing how perfectly and Naki and the others embody the Straw Hats. In fact, filming has already begun for Season 3, which will conclude the Alabasta saga, so please look forward to it. So there you have it. If you are an OPLA enjoyer, you're in for some pretty good stuff. So he goes on, and now he says, as for the new anime movie, they haven't said I'm allowed to say this, and I can't say it's going particularly well, but maybe saying this will light a fire under everybody. LOL, but I hope it is something that I'm sure all of you will be very interested in. So I hope you wait very patiently for it. So there we have it, you guys. Finally, another One Piece movie is on the horizon. I feel like it's been way too long. You guys know me. When it comes to One Piece, I do think that they should milk this damn cow until cows in general go extinct. One Piece probably only has 4 or 5 years left. Brother, we gotta milk it. The golden goose is ready to lay the egg. Let it lay the egg, guys. Come on. So yeah, while the One Piece movie is on the horizon, Oda and the team have not really talked about it too much yet. We don't know what it's about. We don't know if it's a canon movie. And Oda himself says that it's not going really well, which I do wonder what that means. Is there a problem with the storyboarding? Is there a problem with the animators, the concept? That could mean so many things. But let's hope that come next Jump Festa, we hear more about it. Because let's be real, guys, you know, jokes aside, I think it is time for a new One Piece movie. So many animes are doing super well in the box office with their canon movies. One Piece, I think, could be doing the exact same. Maybe it's a God Valley movie, but I think that's a long shot. So he goes on with the message, and he says, since this is Jump Festa, I should talk about the manga on Jump. After what you could call a very long flashback, or at least a little glimpse into history, that I'm sure has given you a different perspective on Elbaf, we ended things with a bang. And now things are going to get crazy, as if they haven't already been crazy already. Will we get to that island that only the king of the pirates had previously reached? The man with the burn scar will also appear. Characters who had never met before will finally meet. Another pair of characters will also come face to face. I think next year will be the year of encounters. The story will be moving at a breakneck speed, but since I've aged, much to my chagrin, I'll take the liberty of maintaining my own health as we continue sailing next year at the fastest One Piece speed. Festivities ahead. Get ready for a spectacular year. Ichiro Oda. There we have it. There we freaking have it, boys. I've seen some people, Sandman I think is the one who did this, but he's like, yo, after Elbaf arc, we're going to Laughtale, boys. And here's the thing. While that is jumping the gun to say that Laughtale is the next island, brother, if we are genuinely meeting the man marked by flames this year, yeah, we're going to Laughtale. I mean, he has the final road poneglyph, whoever it is. You know, we're talking about a guy who potentially has affiliations to the world government, a guy with a black ship, a guy that can create whirlpools. Dude, if we meet him and we get that last road poneglyph, why not go to Laughtale right away? Maybe that really is on the horizon. But personally, I just always felt like Lodestar or Marie Joie would be up next. But maybe we do cut through those and we go straight to Laughtale and then we go back to those other islands. There's a lot of ways Oda could spin it, but no matter how you cut it, guys, brothers, we are in the final saga. Oda is speeding up, and he does acknowledge that he's getting older, and that's one of the main things, right? Oda has talked about time and time again, if this isn't your first rodeo at Jump Festa, Oda talks about how, oh, the series is like 70% done. Oh, the series has 5 years left. 6 years ago, right? Oda does want to speed things up, so him saying that One Piece pacing is going to pick up, not super surprising, right? Which is why I said earlier that, yeah, maybe it has 4 or 5 years left, and then we're all going to be out of here. But yeah, brother, big things are in store for Elbaf. He's going to end it on a bang. We're going to Laughtale, baby, and the man marked by flames will appear. I don't know how that's going to happen, right? I feel like Elbaf, we might be here until near the end of 2026. So hell, maybe the man marked by flames comes to Elbaf. Maybe they're the ones who send Emu packing. I think there's a lot of ways you could spin this, guys, and I'm excited for it. So now, on to the segment where Oda talks about that character meeting that character for the first time ever. Who is he talking about? When it comes to all this, Oda always stays very vague. I believe 2 years ago, Oda said, oh, that guy's gonna fight that guy. That guy's fighting that guy. And it's like, okay, is it Law Blackbeard, Kid Shanks? Like, is that what he meant? Is it Luffy Rob Lucci? Is it God Valley? Is it Saturn? Like, there's so many places you can like pull from and say, oh, maybe that's what he meant. So it's really hard to dissect this specifically. Like, for all we know, he's talking about Eustace, Captain Kidd, and Gaimon because they never met, right? Realistically, if I had to go off of the most hyped meetup between two characters who have never seen each other, I would say it could be Luffy and Dragon. Like, that is something a lot of people are looking forward to. They have never met to our knowledge. So yeah, Luffy and Dragon, I think, would absolutely shatter the fan base. I've seen some people saying it could be Luffy and Shanks, but they have met, so Oda's message would be kind of weird if that was the case. So yeah, I think I do err towards more Luffy and Dragon. And of course, the Revolutionaries, they are a big factor in this final saga. At some point in time, Luffy's going to have to meet his dad. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it, brother. On to the whole thing about a pair of characters coming face to face. Again, very vague, but what are the most popular matchups that people are looking forward to? I'm leaning towards Shanks versus Shamrock. I think brother versus brother would go absolutely hard. I also think Dragon versus Akainu, again, super hard matchup. There's also Luffy and Blackbeard, which is a given, but I feel like Oda might be saving that for later. Like, I can't imagine that happening in 2026, so I'm pushing that one out of the realm. Shoot. Mihawk and Zoro, it's too soon for that, in my opinion, still. So I don't think we'll get that matchup in 2026. So yeah, I think I do err more towards Shanks and Dragon when it comes to a lot of these messages. But then again, that's just me. And I would love to hear what you guys have to say about Oda's message down below. Where do you go with all this information? Do you think Laughtale is the next island? What do you think about that dang One Piece movie that's apparently going really badly? I'd like to hear all those thoughts and opinions down below. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. You guys take care and stay safe.